All right, guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to go over the cryptocurrency market. I see some of you guys are capitulating mentally. Okay, so here's the deal. This is going to be the key right here, the NASDAQ composite, guys. So there's a couple ways you can look at this. Okay, I'm telling you, don't capitulate mentally, guys. That's what the markets do. The markets do. They test you to the extreme until you want to give up and you want to throw in the towel. Believe me, I have been there before. And you're just like, forget it. I'm not doing this, man. They keep losing. So it's not a big deal, guys. It's not a big deal. We are going to just patiently wait and check this out. With the NASDAQ composite, I've checked this out right here on this leg from here to here. It's a 1.618. Okay. You could take that two ways. That's either 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Okay. Or it's an A, B, C. Don't know yet, and nobody can answer that question. Nobody has any idea which one it's going to be. Now, the retrace of the whole leg that the NASDAQ has done right to here, this whole leg is 0.618. It's in the golden pocket. Is it due for a bounce? Today, we will find out probably if it's going to do a bounce. But this is going to be the key right here. What is this going to do? What has it done? Is it correcting down, or is it going down for a deeper leg? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. But it came down in the daily chart. It came down nice and deep into the RSI, guys, and took everything out in there. It just went all the way down and took everything out. There's a couple ways you can look at that too. That could be hidden bullish divergence, or that could be an indication that it's going to swing back up to continue to go back down. For the NASDAQ, though, at some point it needs to come back up. It could do a fourth wave in here. So it could do a small little fourth wave, kind of like that. And what it will do on that fourth wave will drag this RSI up to here, more or less. And then it'll come back down and make that bullish divergence on that fifth wave. That's what the fourth waves do. So the answer is going to be right here. There's been a lot of selling, a lot of panic, and a lot of things going on. And the $10,000 Bitcoin story is back. It's back. But this is going to be right here. What am I doing? I'm just patiently waiting. I'm still looking for longs. I am not too concerned yet. There are still bullish signals out there. Okay. One of them right here, once again, the DXY is peaking, guys. It's right there at 110.5. It's 110.5. There's bearish divergence all over on this. It's been going on for a long time, guys. So it's going to take it some time to work itself out. This has been going on since January of 21. And now it's over here at September of 22. So it's going to take it some time to finally get and roll over and finally be in that downtrend. It's going to take some time. So it could be up there for, I'm going to assume, at least another 30 days, more than likely. 2 weeks to 30 days, more than likely, is what I would just make an educated guess on it. So, and then also too, guys, the 10-year treasuries, they're starting to peak. As a matter of fact, I have a target box there. What was the numbers I came up with? More or less 3.49 and as high as 3.73. The 10-year treasuries are peaking. And if you took a look at the whole picture, you know, people like we have the just as an example on what the 10-year treasuries is doing here is a massive rising wedge. And if this was on Bitcoin, all the shorts would be flocking over there. If you saw that on Bitcoin, you tell me if you saw this chart just like that 10-year treasury note, just like that, what it's doing right there, if that was on Bitcoin, I would be looking for shorts too. I'd be like, oh, look at that. This is going to be a really good opportunity. This thing, bam, all the way up here like that, guys. So what am I saying what this is? This is a topping pattern. This is the most obvious topping pattern. And, it just, look, it's pattern. If you're into patterns, that's obvious what that is, guys. So I don't want to rehash that. It's pretty obvious what's going on. You got your bearish divergence. You see your peak right there. You see that peak up there, and then you see what it is down there. It's already just beyond it. I think it's getting right beyond it. If you check it out on the 10-year treasury, why is this important? Let me take that wick out. You see, the actual candle bodies are above that. massive amount of bearish divergence, guys. So why is this important? This is important because this is once the 10-year notes are trending up, it's a really good indication that the stocks and risk on assets are going down, and it's in a topping pattern. So what am I saying? There's a reversal coming up, guys. There is a reversal. It's going to be a slow transition process. Going through bottoms are not like this one is not going to be the March 2020 crash, and it's just going to bounce right out of there and keep on going. This is going to be a process. So like I said, I'm still looking for long. So where does that leave us with Bitcoin? Okay. Bitcoin, in my opinion, this is from Bob Lucas 60-day cycle. I have this set up too. I showed it in the video yesterday, and right here in the target box. So in my opinion, based off that theory that he uses, that I kind of been experimenting with, checking it out, there is some validity behind the 60-day cycle, in my opinion. Is somewhere in the next 10 to 15 days, in my opinion. That box area is my target area for Bitcoin, somewhere in that area. So the next 10 to 15 days, based on that theory, okay? And if it maintains that low of 17,586, remains to be seen, but we will see. But at the end of the day, you know, if it comes right down below that, it's not the end of the world either, guys. One person brought it up on Twitter. They actually remembered it. Moon River, I think was his name, or Moon something up over there. Can't remember his name. Sorry if I got it wrong. But I remember I was over here, and I was hoping Bitcoin would make a dump to 16,000. 15 to 16,000 was my plan. But now this wave is too big. It's too big for that, to do that. The structure wouldn't make sense to me. So for Bitcoin over here, let's take a look at Bitcoin over here. You see, you check this over here, guys, and it still has bullish divergence on the daily. And I think this is really going to be key to maintain that bullish divergence that all the traders and everybody's on YouTube's been looking for. Well, there you go. It finally showed up. And they should have their hands in the air. Oh, look at that. We got bullish divergence. Let's see if it's going to maintain it. Now, you have to be careful that this could take a little bit of time to work itself out. Like you see over here, this was the bullish divergence they were comparing it to. But you see this 5-wave down. This is a much bigger, more dramatic drop, and it came over and did this this 3rd wave to this 5th wave over here, and you get a lot of bullish divergence. This is more dramatic though than over here. Okay, but you still have bullish divergence. You want to be careful though and check that on other charts. So it's a good idea if you see daily bullish divergence on the daily. What I do sometimes too, because it can get erased, I check the 22 and the 23 hour just to be sure too. So I'll go to like the 23 hour to see if I still have it. I go to the 22 hour just to do a double check, because you know, one thing, the daily charts can give false signals. You want to be sure too. It'd be nice on TradingView if you could check like the instead of the 24 hour, the 25 hour. But over on, I was over here looking at it. You can see on the CoinTrader Pro, it took the divergence out according to this chart. So you want to be careful. You want to be careful right here, okay? So if I'm going to be doing, as an example, I put on Twitter, as I put over on Twitter, on my Twitter page over here, I said, yeah, you see that Bitcoin kept the bullish divergence. So far, so good with the BTC divergence and ending a cycle next 10 to 15 days. DXY peaking. Once again, I'm looking for long positions, not shorts, unless signals change. Okay, things can change quickly. So you want to be aware of that. So I look over here, and most everything looks pretty decent, guys. I mean, it's not like we're going to go through the altcoin market too and check that out, but you know, it's not in a bad position right now, guys. It's still above 17,500. It's not like time to, oh, let's go just capitulate and go home. You know, it's no deal. I mean, take a look at the altcoins. We'll go through the altcoins. We'll start with Cardano and take a look at Cardano. You know, is Cardano a mess yet? No, it's not a mess. Cardano actually looks pretty decent right now, guys. It's over here. You could get bullishness out of that. It's over here in a correction. It could come down, get near those lows, and get out of here. It's not in that it actually looks pretty decent. So let's go through you know, Algorand. Let's check out Algorand. Algorand's really close to those lows over here of 27 cents. It's coming down to test it. You know, it could be It's close. It's close. Definitely close. I'll say that. So, you know, it's not looking great. Look, check out some other altcoins. AAVE, I was checking out AAVE, and I was looking for a target of 76. It still hasn't hit it yet. AAVE still hasn't hit it yet, guys, and hasn't even retraced that leg very much. AAVE, in my opinion, is actually a really good play right now that nobody's paying attention to. One of the reasons I think AAVE is probably going to do pretty decent is, one, it's made it through this crash. A DeFi protocol, one of the originals, DeFi, that's made it through the crash, retraced really nice, did a nice wave one, did a second wave correction, and now it has one off the bottom, and it hasn't even retraced that deep yet. After all this mess, this crash, it actually looks pretty darn good, in my opinion. Atom, you know, the Atom holders, you know, well, frankly, they don't even realize there's a bear market right now. They think it's a bull market. I say that about Atom. Atom's not looking too bad, guys. So, and then A0, here's another one, a little low cap coin, a left zero, which is one I'm looking at. I actually got to go over to this other exchange, Gate.io or something like that, put my coins over there to be able to get this one. But it hasn't even retraced to the 618 target area that I'm looking for. It's still up here at $1.02, and I was looking for like maybe 87 to 90 cents or something like that. Has a nice wave off the bottom, and it's in a correction. Not a big deal. Looks a lot better than Bitcoin, in my opinion. So if you could believe it. So let's go through some other coins. And Polkadot, let's see, check out Polkadot. Okay, yeah, see, right along the trend line. I'm not too concerned with Polkadot. It can go right along the trend line, and boom, it might get on this trend line too and go along there. Polkadot is, in my opinion, it looks like it's finding a bottom. Got over Ethereum a little bit, guys, a little bit of Ethereum, and you know, it's done this massive leg, and it's still in a correction to correct this whole leg, guys. I don't see the big deal. I'll go over Firo. I think Firo's issue is that, you know, it started doing that shot, and the issue is because they were going down. This probably should have shot up a lot more, in my opinion, with Firo. Phantom's in my area that I've been checking it out. Had the lower end target down here, 22 cents in that area. It's doing a correction. It's doing, you know, they go up, they got to come down, and the corrections could be, you know, very deep. They could be deep with altcoins, guys. I'll go update Hex sometime in the future. ICP is still in that area. It's not a concern for me yet, guys. It's just not. Things don't look that bad. This is one I was actually looking at, hoping it would dump pretty good. Was called INJ, I think, Injective Protocol, and then wanted it to come around and correct this to get down near these lows of $1.12. So I'm kind of looking for this one to get down a little bit more, and that would be nice. Checking out KDA. KDA, it's still right in that area, maintaining the after that dump, it's still maintaining that area. So it's not looking that bad, guys. It's just not, you know. Kusama, still in that area, right in that area, you know, wants to hold on to there. So pretty decent. Chainlink, check out Chainlink. Where's this lows? Over here? You know, it's still over here. Chainlink it's still not a concern yet, guys. It's still not a Matic is you know, I was hoping to get Matic down here into the 60. I'm still waiting for it to get down. Like, this is another a version of like Cosmos. It's like, okay, is it gonna actually make its way down there? And you know, sometimes you have to wait patiently for this whole correction to finally have a coin like Matic make its way over there. Metis, you know, it's finally correction. Looks like it finally hit my target box. Yeah, on top of my target box, it finally hit it down here, 26.27. And Metis is a coin, has a nice reaction off the bottom right here, and then it's in a correction. So it's not a big deal to me right now, guys. I see a lot of positive signals from a correction point of view going on. Pretty good. Near protocol is not looking bad either. Quant finally decided to hit the 87. You know, if you can see, it's slowing up right here. So some sort of probably fifth wave that it's in. It finally just decided to make its way down there. And I'll be checking out Quant, guys. I'll be checking that out. Definitely. It's in the area to start looking. Let's go, okay. what kind of signals is it going to be giving me? Solana, let's see, check out Solana, and Solana, still in my area, that target area. Sometimes they can hang out in these areas for a while. That's not uncommon, guys. It's not uncommon. Go take a look. What did Solana do when it started? Well, it started ripping out of there. But, you can see it went up and boom. Here's a good example right here. Here's a good example. It came down. You could probably say, some people would say that was bearish. That could trick you right there. And it just zoomed out of there. It came out of there and zoomed. So Solana is actually looking pretty decent. Here's Sol Phantasma. I'm still waiting for this one to correct. And I was kind of hoping, let me see, take it off log. Yeah, right there at that 22 cents. 22 cents. And it looks like Sol Phantasma has a B, maybe coming down for a C right in this area, guys. And to do a nice deep correction off the bottom, a nice wave 1, 2, 3, and then an ending diagonal 4 or 5 with your divergence down there. It looks pretty good to me. So, all right, guys, that's pretty much the end of the some of the other coins I was checking out. Things don't look that bad, in my opinion, especially in the altcoin market and the signals that we're getting from, the DXY for a topping pattern, the treasuries, the 10-year notes. You could check the 2-year notes. They're pretty much the same thing. It's going to be this, guys, right here. It's going to be this. It would not be a bad idea, in my opinion, to sit on your hands for the time being to see what's going to happen here with the NASDAQ composite. That's how I see that. And that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing. And if things start to look promising for this asset, then I'm going to be looking for long positions right now. So in other altcoins, not Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin's going to be a slow start. It's just going to really, really take its time to start moving out of the bottom area, in my opinion. I could be wrong about that. Maybe it's just going to take off, but I don't think so. All right, guys, if you made it all the way to the end of my video, do appreciate you. New subscribers, appreciate you too. Do me a favor, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.